What up? Jeff here with all my Bitcoin renegades. And I think I just figured out why we dumped back down to 35,000. I was looking through the news and nothing stuck out to me. I'm like, man, it doesn't make sense. There's nothing here. Why? I understand there's some, we had rejection. At the resistance of around 42,000, and at that time the bears sold a bunch of the Bitcoin that they only hold to sell at strategic times. I want to show you what I'm looking at out here. I have a beautiful view of Seattle. I like the buildings and stuff. You can't see the water from this angle. If you kind of look at this angle, you can see a little section of the water over there. But yeah, I don't get a whole lot of the water. You can see maybe between the buildings there or way over there. But yeah, so I'm wondering, why is the price of Bitcoin going down? I thought we were done with this. I thought it was time to continue the bull market. So I'm looking, nothing's standing out. And then I look a little bit deeper. I think a little bit harder about it. And this kind of stuck out to me. Bitcoin miners in Sichuan ordered to shut down. Report. So right off the bat, that doesn't, ring any bells or alarm me like why the price goes down. But then I start thinking about it. Miners, when they mine Bitcoin, they don't sell it every day. That would be tedious. It wouldn't make sense. They wait for good times in the market to sell it all at once for a good price. They don't want to sell it when it's low. They want to hold it until it's a good high price. And that's why sometimes when we get to higher prices, you see that rejection and the resistance. We get the rejected right there. Well, that's because a lot of miners like to hold their Bitcoin until the price goes up and then they sell it. So what happened here, okay, I'm going to read this and then I'm going to explain to you the reason that I deducted from it. So Bitcoin miners in Sichuan ordered to shut down. Report. The Yuan municipal government in Sichuan has ordered energy companies to cut supply to 26 cryptocurrency mining farms. So that's all I need to read to explain to you. So they cut the power of 26 cryptocurrency mining farms. And each one of those cryptocurrency mining farms probably had a bunch of Bitcoin that they had been holding, waiting for the market to go up to sell. And they wouldn't have sold it right now. They probably would have waited until the bull market continued. But since the government shut off their power and shut them down, now they have no choice but to sell their Bitcoin because they were accumulating until they were going to sell at the top. Well, now that their company is done, their cryptocurrency mining farm is over, they can't do that to create money anymore. Well, what are they going to do? They're not going to hold their Bitcoin. I mean, they could, but obviously that's not what they did. 26 different cryptocurrency mining farms were shut down because they cut the power. You can't mine crypto without power. Maybe a couple of them found generators or some other kind of power source, but most of them probably didn't. They probably shut down and most likely sold all of their Bitcoin. That's why we have the price rejection and the fall. Because miners are huge entities in the Bitcoin world, and if you are even new or an experienced Bitcoin trader, you know that they can control the market majorly. So when something like this happens and 26 cryptocurrency mining farms of various different sizes, it might say it is the 5th province in China to block the activity. So this is not just in this place. So that's 26 cryptocurrency mining farms in this area that was shut down. And they all probably sold all the Bitcoin that they had. And in other provinces, it said it is the 5th province to block activity. So if there's 26 in here, maybe each one has about 20. That's over 100 different cryptocurrency mining farms that have been shut down. And each one went and probably sold all of their Bitcoin, most likely sold their Bitcoin. And that is why you see the price falling. So as people start buying up that Bitcoin, which is probably going to be the institutions or Michael Saylor, he likes buying up all the Bitcoin, or Goldman Sachs, or, one of these places, JP Morgan, that's going to tell you, we're in a bear market so that they can buy your Bitcoin. They're probably going to buy this up while we wait for the Bitcoin ETF to go through. Hopefully it goes through. They just keep delaying it. And I think that's strategic on their behalf, on the SEC's behalf. Or if I'm wrong, somebody else makes that decision. I think it's the SEC, though. I think they're waiting for a strategic time or a strategic person to let the Bitcoin ETF go through, but I'm not sure. So I wanted to share that with you guys because, let me know in the comments below and smash the like if you think I'm right, because this makes a lot of sense to me why the price went down. There's not a whole lot of other news. I've been looking and there's not a whole lot to explain the price crash, except if you put all of the pieces together, you get a conclusion that the Bitcoin miners are selling their Bitcoin because they have been shut down. And in conclusion, the price of Bitcoin goes down. So that being said, you know what time it is. Goodbye and good Bitcoin. Bang!